I'm tired of Barack Obama and Mitt Romney.
That's why you're crying? Oh, it'll be over soon, Abby.
Well, Abby, it has been a long election season for sure. Finally coming to an end today. Races from the occupant of Pennsylvania Avenue right down to the state and local governments will be decided today. And still joining me, Amanda Loveday, the executive director of the South Carolina Democratic Party, and Rich Bolen, the former chairman of the Lexington GOP. Good morning again. Thank you guys for hanging out for a few.
Good morning.
So yeah, we have something of an election in Washington. It seems like I heard some scuttlebutt about that, but there's a lot of stuff going on locally as well. A lot of big elections. What are the big elections here for folks in the Midlands?
The Midlands is actually kind of a hot spot for elections just this year. We have 2 House races that are very heated in Richland County, Joe McCullough, Kirkman Finley, and Beth Bernstein and Joan Brady. We have a Senate race in Richland County against John Corson and Robert Reichert, and then we have definitely the J.K. Knotts, Katrina Shealy in Lexington County, which should be interesting because it's a petition candidate who's really getting a run for her money out there.
Sure.
So, are there any more?
Nikki Setzler.
Oh, Nikki Setzler, I'm sorry, and Dee Dee Voters. So there'll be a lot to watch, especially in the Midlands here tonight.
One of the other things on the ballot, actually, the one referendum people are going to be voting on is the whole lieutenant governor decision, whether you should separate. What do you think about that, Rich?
I like it. We have a problem of separation of powers, where the legislature and the government or the executive are mixed together. I think having the governor and the lieutenant governor run together allows the governor to have a little more input in the way things happen in the legislature and trying to make things happen. So
you want to keep the two married together then? If it's Republican governor, then it's going to be Republican lieutenant governor.
Yeah, and the fact that the lieutenant governor supposedly takes over for the governor, but the governor has no choice in who it is if something happens to the governor.
Yeah, I mean, right now it's separated, and if the constitutional amendment passes tonight, then the governor's candidate will be able to pick their lieutenant governor running mate, kind of like we do for president.
Right.
And Democratic Party, Republican Party, I think agree on this. The state Democratic Party doesn't have a stance, but a lot of Democratic legislators passed this bill that had to get through the state house to even get on the ballot. So if you look at your local state house member, state senate member, you're going to see that the majority of the Democrats actually voted for it. So I think that both parties are in agreement here.
And we notoriously pass the proposals, the constitutional amendments on our ballots. They almost all pass. So this one probably will pass as well.
All right. Take a look real quick. Predictions for going back to Washington for Congress, House and Senate. Any big changes? Right now, of course, Republicans control the House, Democrats in the Senate. That going to change at all? Do you see it going to either party, both houses?
I think the House will probably stay with the Republicans. I think the Senate will stay with the Democrats. I think you may see some movement in specific races or specific seats. I think that some Republicans may pick up a couple Senate seats. I think some Democrats are going to pick up some House seats. But I think that the power is going to stay Republican in the House, Democrats in the Senate.
Rich?
Well, it depends on how well Romney does. If Romney does well, then I think the Republicans will at least have a working majority, maybe just 50-50 with the vice president breaking the majority. But if it's a close race, then I think you're right. I think the Senate stays Democrat, and maybe the Republicans pick up 1 or 2 seats.
Fantastic stuff, guys, and we're telling them we got to get out. Lots of election stuff to cover. Thank you so much. I know you guys were both busy today. What with elections and all that.
Make sure to go vote.
That's right. Till 7 o'clock tonight. Polls are open till 7.
As long as you get in line by 7.
Get in line by 7, you're good. So you don't have to sweat that. So if you're at 10 of 7, you're still way back in the line, you're still good to go.
Absolutely.
Right. Fantastic stuff. Rich Bolen and Amanda Loveday, guys. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing some thoughts this morning on Election Day. Guys, there's a lot more things coming up as we talk all things election on Good Day Columbia. Come right back.